Hello and welcome guys. In this tutorial we will be going to learn grouping and summarizing data frame. So first of all, why we use them? So grouping and aggregation are some of the most frequent used operation in data analysis, especially when we are doing exploratory data analysis, when we are comparing statistics across group of data which is common. So for example, in retail sales data we are working with average sale of various region, and we compare total profit with different segment of customer, like that. Just an example, but this is how we do in you know s- uh, in different sector. We compare multiple different type of customer segment, like for region, from India, from China, from Australia, what is the sales, average sales in various region. So basically we will be grouping I mean splitting this into three parts. So we'll apply splitting into data groups based on product categories, let's say. Then we will apply each group to find out total sales, and then we will be looking into some summary of those statistics. Okay, so I have few data that is here, so I'll be sharing all the data with you, so don't worry about that. So let's start the session to analyze this data, and with the help of grouping and summarizing. So let's first import that data. I have to import all the data first. So first of all, these data, let's name it some, I don't know, in a good manner, so that it will be helpful for you to remember. So let's say market df. Okay, I am calling it as a market df. Now I have total 5 data frames, so I will copy paste 5 times, and I'll change the name of the data frame as well as location. Okay, so another data frame is customer df. Okay, customer df, which is this one. Then another data is order data. Okay, then product data, then shipping data. Order data, shipping data, and product data. Now let's name them one by one. This one is shipping, this one is order, and that one is customer data. So let's read them. One saying file not found, what? Product dimension, product diamond.csv. Okay, so all gone. So now, so basically say you want to understand how well or poorly the business is doing in various customer segments. So the data that I am giving you, it will be based on which data segment are least profitable. You will be answering those questions. So basically this the data I'm sharing basically contains segment, region, product categories, especially let's say you want to find business losses in that has been incurred. So let's say your company is asking you find those customer segment who has least profitable, and then find those product categories or subcategories who have least profit, and then based on geographic location also, and like that. Okay, so you will be looking into those sector also. So the very first thing that you do is you will be looking how to merge it. So let's look all the data frame, what are the common column that we can merge on. Okay, so let's loop through all of them. So let's say I have dfs of these many data frames. Okay, I'll loop through and I'll print the column names. Okay, so for I in dfs print I dot columns. Okay, so it will give me all the name of columns, and then I will look into it, and will check how we can merge it. Okay, so first of all we will be merging market data with customer data. Okay, so let's see what are the common column in between them. So I see that the customer ID column is common in between them. Okay, customer ID and the okay, okay, let's not ruin the order. Okay, so in between them I see that customer ID is the common column in between them, so I will be merging these two data frame based on that column. Okay, so df1 equal to, like how we do merge, pd dot merge, and then we pass both the data frame, customer data frame and market data frame. So let's pass one by one, market and customer. Now remember what we have to pass. We have to pass how we want to merge it. Okay, so we want to merge it inner way. Okay, inner join I can say, and which column? Customer ID. Okay, there is some problem with my keyboard. So we have made the first merge. Now we have to merge again with, so basically what we are doing here, we are creating master data frame where we will have all of these data like provenance, regions, and then product category, subcategories that I just mentioned at the start of tutorial. So basically to make sure we have everything in our master data frame, so that's why we are doing this operation. Okay, so let's say we want to merge our data frame with now with product data frame. Okay, so you'll pass df1 here and then product data frame. Okay, and then again same thing, what is the common column in between them. So let's look into what is the common column in between them. So basically in product data frame we have product id, and in market data frame and customer data frame we had product id as well as customer id. So matching is only product id, so we'll do on customer id, join on customer id, product id I mean. Again, okay, now we will be merging shipping data and order data. Okay, shipping and order. Now again same thing, copy paste, just rename it 3 4. Now here it will come 2, here it will come 3. Now first of all let's see shipping data. You can order can be anything. Okay, it doesn't matter because we are merging based on columns, common columns, and then we'll have order data frame. Okay, now obviously how we are doing it, inner. Now let's see what all common column they have. Okay, for shipping id, so what was the order, second last, so shipping id, we have shipping id as well as order id. Now let's check whether these column are available in our existing data frame. So shipping id is there. Okay, now do we have order id? Column is not same, so let's merge it on shipping id. Okay, because shipping id is the common column in between them. So let's paste ship id. Okay, now in the last data frame what is common, so basically what we are merging order data frame. Okay, so order is, okay, customer product. Okay, so the inside order data frame we have order id which is common in between them, so we'll merge on order id. Okay, you can see this one and this one is common. Okay, now after merging it we will have master data frame which will be named as df4. Okay, let's see df4 first of all. So you can see all of the data we wanted is here. Okay, now like I said before, when we will have so many column, it will shrink it basically. Okay, shrink it so that you not every data like memory dependent on our RAM memory. So what it does, it shrink all, so that we it will not going to give pressure on our system memory. So that's why it shrink it so that we will be able to see some of the data. Okay, so there is a way to remove this. So it's like pandas set options max column. So using this you can remove the shrinkingness in the data frame. So here it is, just copy it and paste it here. I don't know why my copy is not working. Okay, here you will be passing none because you want to display all. Okay, now if you see it is taking time to display the record because everything is it is taking all the records to our memory, and this is why it will take so much time to just display it. So that's why what is the best practice, just to display only few results. Okay, so we will head it. Okay, my laptop is stuck because the data is so much. Okay, so let's see only 5 records. Okay, so this will make our life easier. Now what is the very first thing that we want to do? We want to do grouping. Okay, now let's see what all column we have. We have customer segment, we have product category, we have shipment mode. Okay, let's do one by one. Okay, so let's first group by one column. So df4 dot So you just in data frame there is a method called group by that you can directly call, and you have to pass the name of column that you want to group on. So I want to group on, you know, products, let's say product category. Okay, so you'll pass the product category here. Again, I don't know, product category, and it will create a group by object. Why it is not showing? Because you have to pass you know, an aggregation method, because without an aggregation method it will create groups. Okay, so you know, to access them, what you have to do, you have to pass some aggregation method. So what is aggregation method? Sum, min, max, those you can do. So like I want to see the sum, so I will do sum, and it will show me, you know, based on product category, all the sum for all the columns, which is numerical. Okay, so this is how you will be aggregating based on group by. Now let's say we want to check for shipment mode. Okay, so you'll just remove it based on ship mode. Now you can group by on multiple column also. Okay, ship mode, you will see these three category we have here unique. Okay, so let's say we want to group by on 2 columns. Okay, so shipment mode and product category. Will pass here, and it will give me group by on 2 column and their respective results. Okay, and this is how we basically group by. So now let's say you want to group by and then you know, sort it using some order. Now we have ascending order, descending order. Okay, so let's sort it by ascending order. So what you will do, you will sort values. That this method we have already seen earlier, right? Sort values. Now you will pass ascending or descending equal to false. Okay, so I want ascending equal to false. What is saying? Missing one variable, that is by. Okay, so we have to like we can only, okay, we have to first assign it. Okay, so let's say I want to assign this group into df5. Okay, so if you want to like ignore the, you know, gaps here, what you can do is you can write reset index. So what reset index will do, it will fill back all the blanks. So it will fill back all the blanks with delivery truck. Wherever it is blank, this blank will fill with express air. So let me show you that as well. So before assignment, just do reset index, and now it will fill that. Did you see? Okay, this is how you will be doing it. Okay, now let's first like assign it to df5 variable. Okay, now what you will do, you will be doing, I want to be group to you know, sort value on profit. Okay, so what you will do, you'll pass df5 here, and I want the sum of profit, and then sort value by ascending order. Okay, it is saying numpy float 64 object has no attribute. Okay, one second. Okay, so okay, we need to pass I was missing, sorry, we need to pass by which column I want to. So I was passing here profit, but I don't know why it didn't work. Okay, it is working, sorry. So basically this way you can, you know, directly, you know, hit the target column, which is profit, and you want to see it in ascending order. Okay, now let's say you want to use by you know, by parameter. Okay, so here you will pass by equal to profit way. This way also you can do it, because it will return data frame and that will return array. And hope you see the difference how we do it. So let's say now let's say I want to see the means. Okay, group by mean. So same way you will be doing it, you will be grouping all of them. There are so many aggregation method, mean, max, median, mode, all of them available. So we will be using based on categories. Whatever the requirement is, we will be seeing that later on. Okay, now let's say you want to, you know, you want pandas to explain me description about the profit. Okay, so profit, what is describe me, what is the mean max value. Instead of doing this, you can just call the describe method that I have shown you earlier. So df5, and you will ask him to describe me about profit column. Okay, so you will pass profit and you will ask describe. Okay, now it will describe you mean max all the value. Now if you don't want to pass any column, just pass describe. Okay, and it will give you information about all the numerical column, and this is how you will be analyzing your data. Okay, now let's say let's do one more thing, that is, you know, for example, you want to calculate sales across region as a percentage. Okay, so what you will do, you will group by let me give an example so that you understand. So what I want sales across each region as percentage. Okay, so what you will do, you will group by based on region. Okay, region. Now you want their sum. Okay, first of all you need this sum, and then you want the percentage also, right? So by region you want the sales sum. So you will write here, I want the sum of sales, and then I want to divide it by total sales. Okay, so here I will remove the group by. Now I want sum of my df4 for sales and into 100 to 100. Now it will give me sales across each region, okay, as a percentage. Now you can see each region have some percentage of sales, and you can tell your business that this region is giving me so much sale, and this is giving me no sale. Okay, and you can do it by yearly, monthly, xyz. So based on requirement we keep doing it. So this is what data analysis is. Okay, now we'll see some pivot tables. Okay, how pivot tables work. Okay, how we create pivot tables. So instead of doing all this, you can also do pivot tables, so that it will do the same thing, but we use pivot table for the sake of simplicity. Also pivot tables is very extensively used in excel nowadays, because you just have to drag it and it will give you the summary statistics about your data set. Okay, and also in pandas we use melt and pivot table to convert our long format data into wide format, or vice versa, wide format to long format. So we'll see that later during data analysis part. So let's move to some pivot table. Okay, so first of all, before moving to pivot table, let me give you an example. Say, let's say you want to create a new column indicating whether the given order was profitable or not, by giving a flag column. Okay, so it will be represented as a column, but the value it will have is 1 or 0. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so how we will do that? So let's create a column function which is profit, or you say is let's say non-negative. Okay, so this flag will trigger, or you will say it will get value of 1 when it is greater than 0. Okay, so I am taking x as the input, and I will return x if greater than 0. So it will either if it is greater than 0, then it will return 1. Okay, now let's create one data frame in df4. Okay, so df4 equal to non-negative, or you can say non-profitable also. So what you will do based on profit, and in pandas you can just apply this whole thing using there is a function called apply. Okay, so without if there was no apply, so how you literally do it, either using list comprehension or using for loop. Okay, and to avoid all those, basically apply is so much faster than the rest of two methods, so that's why we use either apply, or later you will know more methods. Okay, map is also used to do the same thing, but we'll see that other functions later. So now I want to apply the profit column to non-negative function, so just pass the function to it, and it will return you that particular value, whether they are profitable or positive or not. So again I haven't added head, that's why it took time. So now you can see at the last it will return either true or false. Okay, so true means obviously this one is in profit, or you can say positive, and false means it is in negative, that's why, as you can see, negative, that's why it is showing false. Okay, so now this was a lengthy method. Now let's say you want to do it in one liner. So what you will do, remember we used lambda function, so we will be applying here the lambda function. Okay, so how we will be applying it? Let's say this is how you will be doing it. Dot apply, instead of that function you will do anonymous function, because we don't want to create you mean a function. Okay, so that's why lambda function is used for creating anonymous function, because you don't want to don't have to give names to it. Okay, so lambda x if x is greater than 0. Okay, so it will do the same thing that this 3 line of code has done. Okay, so let's check it again. Oops. So you can see, right, it has done the same thing. Okay, now let's say uh, uh, okay, so I think you have understood how to apply where is the use of lambda, or apply. I was like telling you guys, right, how where the use of lambda is here. You have seen, right, this is how we will be using in other programs also. Now let's move to pivot tables. Okay, so basically in pivot tables we basically pass some parameters. Those are values, index, and aggregation function. So aggregation function means you want sum, or mean or max, those things, and you have to pass index in which you want to do the this aggregation, and what is the column based on the aggregation you want. So let's say, for example, df4 dot pivot table, and the values that you want is for sales. Okay, now what my index will be? My index will be, let's say, you can do region wise also, product category wise also. Now let's say customer segment. Okay, so customer segment. Okay, my customer segment. Now we have to pass another thing, that is aggregation function. Okay, how what is the way of aggregation you want to see in your pivot table? So I want mean of their values. So if I run it, you will see that it has summarized me based on customer segment what is my sales value, mean sales value. Okay, this is how you will be doing. Let's say you want to check for another column, that is let's say for region, or provenance. Oops. So again it has summarized me their mean sales based on province. Okay, so this is how you will be working with this pivot table. Now let's say I want to group compare the total profit across let's say product category, or customer segment. So since they both are categorical variable, we have to use both row and columns. Since they both are categorical column, we have to use there is a parameter called column also. So let's see in example. So again same thing. Okay, so values will be sales only, index will be, let's say, uh, provenance only. Now you want also customer segment. Okay, okay, columns. Okay, I have missed the comma. So what it is saying, customer segment is incorrect. Key error, customer segment. Oh my god. Yeah, so as you can see, on the left side we have index, that is province. On the right side we have customer segment. Okay, based on columns. I want customer segment category based on column, and the value that you see is mean sales. Now I mean, this is how great it is, right? I mean, using pivot table that you used to do in Excel, you can do all of those things here also. Okay, so we have values, we have index, we have columns, we have aggregation function. You can pass even two columns here, so it will be like categorized into two different column that you pass. So let's say I want to pass product category also. Now you'll see for every customer segment, all the product category will be there. So furniture, office supplies, technology, technology. For customer, furniture, office supplies, technology. For home, so this way all the functionality of pivot table can be used to basically summarize our data, so that we will be able to answer our business what is the sales across region, provenance, category, product category, whether they are in profit, whether they are in loss, year wise comparison, month wise comparison. So these all type of thing we do in data analysis, and I think you guys have like got some idea what exactly we have to do when we receive data. So these all things. Okay, so hope you guys learned so many things. So in next tutorial we will be starting some of the machine learning things. Okay, yeah, thank you, bye bye.